So I don't just make videos, I also write books. This is the Rolling Sea Beginnings Book 2, Misfortune. And it's called Beginnings because it introduces all of the older characters. All the original characters. They will be older later. um, so, Hayden originally met Morgan on his honorary Aunt Katie's ship. Him and his family used to live on the ship when he was younger, but there was a small incident when he was 4 or 5 where where Hayden and Morgan fell asleep on her toddler bed when he was, I think he was comforting her, because of a storm or something like that when they were little, and they fell asleep on the bed. And Katie got angry, super angry. So Cameron, Hayden's dad, decided to take the family off the ship, and they moved to Scotland. So they had not seen each other for years until they finally saw each other on the ferry going over to France to meet their Aunt Jane and honorary cousin Jake. Well, yeah, it's Aunt Jane, but it's no, and their cousin Jake. Sorry, and so they decide to have a pizza date in their hotel room. To get to know each other better, while Jane and Jake go watch. I didn't say it exactly that way, but a Fast and the Furious movie. whichever one comes out when that book gets published. If they don't come out in the same year, then it'll be the one that came out before that one. But, anyway, my movies have my books have a lot of movies in them. A lot of movie dates, and I hint at what the movie is, so you can enough that you could tell, but I don't boldface say what the movie is, just in case the Hollywood peoples don't like it. but yeah, I called it like the new street racing movie. Anyway, so then, of course, 2 days later, they all have to go home again. And so, Morgan goes back to California, ? And Hayden goes back to Scotland, and Jane and Jake go back to Australia. They live literally in the middle of Australia. And the closest town to them, the closest town to where I decided their house was on the map is Alice Springs. And I figured that was, like everybody's heard of Alice Springs because it's like in almost every Australian movie. So I don't really have to worry about that. But, yeah, they literally live in the middle of Australia, in the middle of nowhere. I looked at the map once, that specific spot, and I don't think it had anything on it, or maybe I never actually looked at it. Maybe I'm just going off of, but anyway, every place in my books I use fictionally, so my butt's covered. Anyway, so then years later, Hayden and Jake go and visit Morgan at the bar that she's working in New York. She's technically too young to be working at that bar at that point in time, but She's working for her Uncle Lance, so, basically what the authorities don't know won't hurt him because, he's a former pirate too. Anyway, they stayed longer than Hayden's family. But anyway, so while they're there at the bar, a pirate captain comes in with his crew. And, they order a bunch of drinks and he's trying to get Morgan to dance with him, but she doesn't want to dance with him. She wants to dance with Hayden. So, at some point during that visit, the captain, during that night, the captain threatens Hayden that he's going to have to talk to him eventually, because Hayden said he doesn't talk to strangers. That you're going to have to talk to me eventually because, you're not getting out of the bar without talking to me. So Hayden goes, oh, I forgot. I talk to strangers. I just don't want to talk to you. So then a little bit later, he orders a pizza because it's almost Morgan's lunchtime. And he just calls up the pizza place, orders the pizza, and has it delivered. And he goes, and I didn't even have to leave the bar. Or something like that. So then, another night, while they're still there, he ended up punching the captain in the face and breaking his nose. So, okay. Well, then they end up going home that night, the three of them. They end up going to Morgan's yacht because she purposely made their reservation disappear. So they go to the hotel and get their stuff, and their Uncle Lance, or Hayden's Uncle Lance, is the one running the bar. He goes and takes them home to his house because there's no way he's letting two guys sleep in the same room as his niece. Honorary niece, but niece. Well, then her mom shows up and they decide to move her to Australia, which is okay. That's fine. So, that might have been actually a later trip, but anyway, whatever. So they end up moving Katie to Australia at some point in the story. And shortly after that, Hayden had to go back. Hayden and Jake had to go back to college, so they do. And it's after work. And oh, wait a minute, that's not in this storyline. That's not in this story. But anyway, okay, so in Pirate's Daughter, she's working, and it's after work. Joe, her bartender partner, cannot take her home that night. So she walks home by herself. She, locks the door, makes sure there's nobody in the bathroom or anywhere else in the yacht. It's a very small yacht. And she gets taken away by the captain. So, anyway, years later, Morgan's working at a place in France called Chatana's. And she's having a party. So she invites Hayden and Jake and their friends, their 4 friends, Josh, Peter, Mitch, and Jason, to the party. So they all show up, and it's a costume party. So Hayden is in a kilt. Well, he decides he can't find Morgan, and he's feeling a little out of place, because it's Chatana's. It'll make more sense once you read the book. And so he goes to the bar to at least have a Scottish ale. Well, he ends up having 4.5 of them. He's walking around with the 5th one. Well, then he, walks out and he sees Morgan over by the stairs, but he's got to toss cookies. So he hauls butt to the bathroom and walks out of the bathroom a moment later and apologizes for crashing into her on the way to the bathroom. And the glass got left in the bathroom. And then they go upstairs to have a nice quiet conversation because, of course, Hayden's head kind of hurts now. But anyway, after the party, he's walking home because he has to go to work the next morning. He's walking home and he gets to the corner and sees a limo across the street in the darkened corner. Well, he tells himself not to go the usual way because normally he would go across the street and then go right, but this time he just went right. Or at least that's the instructions he thinks he needs to do since he's drunk. Still haven't figured that one out yet. But anyway, so he makes it about halfway to the next corner and gets pinned to the sidewalk, tackled down, pinned to the sidewalk, heads face toward, he could see if a car's coming. The limo had turned around by now and pulled up alongside them. It gets thrown into the limo and a gun smashed into his face before he can finish yelling for help. And you're going to have to read the book to find out what happens. All 6 of my books are available on Amazon in paperback and Kindle. I'm hoping to bring out 2 more soon. And they will be coming out in hardback as well. So please buy my books and have a great day. Oh no. Yeah, this controller's getting worse. Okay, so my controller batteries died out on my other controller. And now I'm stuck with this purple one. Okay, so the cheap plug-in colored controllers at the W are not very good. Just letting you know. I mean, they're good as long as you don't drop them on your hardwood floor. Because it was fine until then. But I do play a lot. You would think that a kid would play more than I do, but I play a lot. So I said something about showing people's where I put the gold. I put it in this thing. Yeah. Okay. So we got 2 of those. Got 24 of those. Oh, and this is the sand. Oh, yeah. Okay. We'll put it in here for now then. All I'm going to put in there is the iron ore and the iron ingots anyway, so might as well put that in there too, kind of thing. It's not what I meant. That's what I meant. I am literally not making it go clockwise or counterclockwise, whichever one that is. Okay. See, I got blender and a toaster and all sorts of neat things. Okay, but not what I wanted. Okay, if this thing cannot drive me crazy. Expand. Add a floor for $3,000. Yes, I want to add a new floor. And add a floor for 4,500. Oh, wait. Wait. Well, yeah, I kind of want to do that, but... Okay, I want to expand it for 1,000. Yes. I want to expand it for 2,000. I want to add a room. I always get the 3,000. Oh, that's not what I meant. I never name my rooms. Because what if I want to change it later? Okay, yeah, we'll leave it like that for now. So, we were supposed to add 5 rooms to the house. I added 6. Now they want us to add 4 more. Okay. There. Oh, wait. I'm going to add one more. Forgot. No, I want to add to it. There we go. Now add 12 rooms to your, 10 rooms to your house. So we got 12. Ooh, now we need 3 more. $10,200. It's ridiculous. Okay. And this is why it's good to stockpile money in the game. Oh, now 25 rooms? So 5 more. No, 10 more. I don't know if I got that much money. Well, 15,300. Yeah, okay. Just wanted to make sure. Oops. Oh, that's not what I meant. Dang it. Oh no. So 23,000. But we don't have enough to add rooms. Because we need 1,000. Okay. So, oh, might help if we went downstairs. It's gonna drive me crazy. I don't know why, but I could play Minecraft with this pretty good. But this game's got some major stick drift with this. I mean, this controller's got some major stick drift with this game. That's where your controller makes you go all over the freaking place. In this case, it makes wide arcing movements when it's not supposed to, like that. Why don't I remember not picking that up? So this one actually hurts my wrists and everything because I'm having to make so many adjustments to my play. I used to just plug the other one in, but it got to be too loose of a connection. Okay. I've got more of that on the other file. It's a Ratatouille picture. Oh. Oh, I shouldn't have said that, because right now it's just a room. I'm sorry. Sell. I keep forgetting that when it's just one, you don't need to double click it.
Oh.
Okay. Ugh. I guess Minecraft's more or less not that much of a, I mean, you know, it doesn't need that much computing power when it comes to the, oh, that's what I do with them. Okay. Anyway, I guess it doesn't need as much computing power as this game does. Maybe. But, yeah. So we're literally down to, like, mine this, harvest that. Sell this, buy seeds from that, you know. Oh, wait a minute. That's what I was trying to do. I lost it. What was I trying to do? I don't know. I walked into the house and totally forgot what I was going to do. Well, we need to go get a sapphire. Oh! No, it's not. Oh, wait. It's not what I meant to do. Meant to... That. Yeah. Okay, I need 3,000 more. Not that. That. Okay, so... Okay, so we've got 20 rooms in the house. But we need 5 more. And we need to complete 108 more Dreamlight duties. Repair houses. If we can ever get them, we need to buy a mask that we can wear. A 3-course Halloween meal. I don't know. I'm going to have to look that one up. Trick or treat, but I don't see how we're trick or treating. Unless they've made that to each time you buy candy. I don't know. Oh, like when you buy candy because, I mean, when you make candy because they want it for their favorite gift or in Remy's restaurant or something like that. Maybe that counts. We're missing 2 Fisher Festive over here. Repair houses. Oh, we need to make 2 grain-based meals. So he wants hors d'oeuvres. Oh, okay. I don't know. Okay, grain-based meals. He wants hors d'oeuvres, and 95% of the time, He wants hors d'oeuvres or crackers, so not that, this. Okay. So oregano is used and it's made with spice. So there, 2 grain-based meals. But it didn't count it. Well, that's rude. Okay, so what else does he want? Empty vial and blue falling pins to moan. Okay. Darn. So he wants an empty vial. Yeah, empty vials made of green, 3 glass, and glass is made out of sand. We're going to try to get that sapphire first. Remember, it's the bad controller. Really bad. I know some of you are probably thinking, why not go get another one? We don't have the money. So far, I haven't gotten any. I've gotten rubies, but not sapphires. Wow. All I got out of that whole thing was an iron ore. Which is good, because I like, you know, we need iron ores, but... I'm hoping for a sapphire here. You know, Natalie's so lucky that you can't fall off. Right now. I think this is a sapphire. Yep. Okay. Sapphires. Okay, now we need 20 more. And I'm confused. Okay, that's better. 2 amethysts. Well, actually, amethysts are also this way. It says I got an amethyst from here earlier, so see? So we can try to get diamonds at the same time we're trying to get amethyst. Although, I gotta say, I'm gonna be really sad if Natalie gets the if Natalie gets the ginger achievement before pirate. Okay, now we are feeding the ravens. Ooh. Of course. One time I didn't want to get bonuses because the other bird is over there. Was over there. Is, I don't know. Okay. Now I have fed the ravens. And I'm pretty happy about that. But we need to feed the ravens 18 more times. We need to feed the sea turtles 4 more times. And the foxes 4 more times. Okay, so we got 1 amethyst. We need to get another one. That's what we're doing. Okay. So that helped us get a diamond. Might not be a diamond, it might have been a shiny, but I think it still counts. literally taken all my willpower to get her to walk straight. I think I'm going to move that off to the side. This is so annoying. And now all of a sudden she's wanting to like super fast. She doesn't usually run this fast, so that's why I'm pointing it out. Gold, 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 and coal ore. Gold and iron ore. Mine amethyst, 50 out of 50. And then now we're trying to get 70 more. If this controller doesn't mind. You know, I think so I don't get seasick, I'm gonna actually... So I get seasick really easily. If I just put the controller on the charger, I can't use it plugged in anymore. It's really annoying. I wonder if anybody in Remy's restaurant wants food. Bet they do. Okay, lobster roll, which we don't have a lobster, so I'm sorry, Christoph. Oh, hors d'oeuvres.
Hi.
I have your order.
Goodbye.
Okay, Mickey wants waffles, and Christoph needs a lobster for his thing. Why couldn't you want something nice? You know, something I can make without... Okay, so I'm gonna buy one of these. Four of these. Okay, so waffles. I mean, I guess we can't disappoint him.
Am I glad to see you?
We're gonna have to go over and get that lobster after we find out where it is.
Thanks, pal.
Okay, Lobster. This is in the Glade of Trust. I knew that. I forgot, but I knew that. Stopping for water.
Sunshine. Yeah. All right, Errol, let's enjoy ourselves a great
It is weird. Because I can play this with this and have the stick drift thing going on, and I go on Minecraft and it's not so bad. That's a squid. It's not a lobster. That's not a lobster either. But we caught 3 fish. The heck? It was one of those days. She wants to fish everywhere but where I want her to fish. Finally. That's what we needed.
These fools have no idea what magic could be controlled here.
Wanna bet? Okay, lobster roll. I don't think we've made that before. We're gonna see anyway, but I don't think we've made it. Oh yeah, we have. Okay. So it kind of looks like a hot dog. It's made with lobster, wheat, lemon, butter, and garlic. And we can now take it over to pour Christoph.
Hello.
I'm sorry. We had to get you a fresh lobster. Very fresh. Right out of the pond.
See ya.
Okay, yeah, this controller's driving me freaking nuts. So we're going to end the video here. Well, I got something to post to YouTube anyway, so. I was avoiding it because I don't really like having to go through all this stuff that you have to go through to get it on there sometimes. Okay, now we've cooked grain-based meals. So we have 115 out of 150 fruit-based meals. But we can't play this until the controller charges. Okay. So, we're going to go out of this game, and so I hope you're having a great day. Know that you are enough. Know that there's no problem you cannot handle. And I'll see you in the next video. So, I don't just make videos, I also write books. This is a Rolling Sea Beginnings Book 3, Hard Times. It's available in paperback and Kindle, or it should be. I'm not sure which. Anyway, it's available in paperback Kindle on Amazon. And apparently the Kindle version does not have a title on the picture. On the other hand, the paperback book does. Because I looked it up on the computer. But this is what the Microsoft Edge is showing. So I really don't recommend looking at my books on Microsoft Edge on Amazon. But anyway, so this book introduces the first mate of the ship, William Pendragon, and how he got his position on the ship and started living on the ship. Well, actually, I'm not sure about him living on the ship, but anyway, I haven't listened to that one in a while. I think I started to listen to it and then something, I don't know. Probably I fell asleep. But, because I start listening to them I start listening to like number 1 and then listen to that all the way until the end and then start listening to number 2 and by then it's bedtime and so I fall asleep on it. But it's not because it's boring or anything. They are interesting books. So anyway, William is the governor of New York's son. And in my book, hopefully not in reality, but in my book, the governor of New York is run by the mafia. And so they're using him as their, puppet governor. Well, on William's 16th birthday, his mom passes away his mom passes away from cancer. But they're also having a garden party. And a girl comes to the garden party. And after William alerts his mafia nanny and his dad to, Mom's gone, he goes down and with a practiced smile dances with that girl. Well, okay. I don't know if that was a spammer, but it said Macy Ronald or something like that. Sounds like they're mixing McDonald's and Macy's. Yeah, spammers are really smart, you know? Anyway, so after his mom passes away, his dad goes and changes some of the rules. You know, like William has to stay in his room. He can't have visitors. When he does have visitors, I mean, he can go visit his friends' houses, but he has to be walked over there by his nanny. You know, and you know, he can't just go walk by himself. And anyway, so he ends up deciding that he doesn't like some of the new rules. They're kind of stupid, you know. So he runs away. Well, the one time he ends up at the police station in a room full of runaway boys. And the meanest, nastiest of the bunch wants to know what's in his backpack. Well, there's not much that's very important in his backpack. It's important to him. It's important to William, but, you know, he says, you're going to have to fight me to find out what happened, you know, what's in this backpack. And so the guy goes and walks up and starts a fight, and William punches him one time, knocks him out cold. So then all the other boys are running to the door saying, let me out, we'll even tell you where our house is and everything, you know. So one of the younger cops, just turned 21 or 22, something like that, takes him home for the night because William lied and said that his parents were, that him and his parents were visiting Russia, and he was supposed to meet them at Broadway for a play, and they went and checked it out and they weren't there. Well, duh, they're not going to be there because it's the governor of New York. But anyway, so anyway, they go back to the cop's house, and they get visited by two girls, and they decide to talk. You know, no big deal. Well, in the morning, or maybe not even, maybe it was sooner than that, but I think it was in the morning. Yeah, it was in the morning because he said something about sending William to the store for milk or orange juice or something like that. Anyway, William escapes, but he ends up getting captured and, you know, captured by the mafia nanny and minions. Anyway, and, so do the cop and the two girls. Now, they're not nice to the cop and the two girls, but you have to read the book to find out what happens to them. Anyway, later, William is 21, and he ends up getting a job at Shatana's, hired by Morgan, and, you know, he thinks he's having a bad day, but Hayden and friends invite him to go drinking with them. Well, Hayden invites him to come drinking with the friends. With him and the friends. So he does. And that girl that he danced with years ago just happens to walk in and asks to use the phone because her cell phone died. And her car broke down. So William recruits one of the friends, Mitch, to fix the car while he gets to know the girl. Well, the girl says that they can call her Kitty. And so he does, but she says that's not my name. Well, so the car ends up getting fixed, and they end up talking while the car is getting fixed. And then she has to go. But she comes back later, and she goes, "What are you doing?" He goes, "Getting drunk." "What are you doing tomorrow?" "Going home." So she ends up talking him into going out to the van that she now has and talking. So he does, and it's a much better day. But you'll have to read the book to find out all the details. So please buy my books and have a great day.